We live in a time of extraordinary scientific knowledge. We understand atoms, particles, fields, and forces better than ever before. And yet, a fundamental question remains unanswered. Why does anything exist at all? Science explains how things behave. Philosophy asks what things are. Theology asks why there is something rather than nothing. At a certain depth, these questions begin to converge. Take any object around you, a chair, a rock, a living cell. If we ask what it is made of, we uncover a chain. Molecules are made of atoms. Atoms are made of subatomic particles. Subatomic particles are made of even more fundamental components. Each level depends on a deeper one. So every object we see is the end result of a chain of causes. Now consider an important logical point. An infinite chain is a chain that never ends. If the chain of causes never ended, the process of producing an object would never finish. But objects do exist. That means the chain must reach an endpoint. The origin of what we see cannot require infinite steps to produce a finished result. Therefore, the causal chain must be finite. This brings us to the most basic level of reality. The most fundamental particle or substance cannot be made of something else internally. If it were, it would not be fundamental, yet it still exists. So how can something exist without being made of smaller material parts? To understand this, consider a simple example. A hole is real. You can measure it. You can fall into it. You can use it. But a hole is not made of anything. It exists because of the material around it. Its material cause is not inside it, but outside it. Another example is a cavitation bubble in a liquid. The bubble has shape. It moves. It can even collapse with force. Yet it has no solid substance of its own. It exists only because of the surrounding fluid. Again, the material cause is external. In the same way, the most basic realities of the universe may not be made of smaller parts. They exist within a deeper foundation that sustains them. This foundation cannot be finite, because anything finite exists within something else. And that would mean the chain of causation has not truly ended. So we reach two important conclusions. First, the chain of causes must be finite, because infinite chains never produce completed results. Second, the ultimate material foundation must be infinite, not as an endless sequence, but as a sustaining ground. Finite things exist within it, and because of it, this idea does not replace science. It explains why science works. It does not replace philosophy. It completes its search for explanation, and it does not compete with theology. It prepares the ground where theology can speak meaningfully. At the deepest level, reality is not self-sustaining. Finite things do not explain themselves. They exist by participation in a foundation that does not depend on anything else. This is where science, philosophy, and theology meet, not in confusion, but in depth.